Hey guys, today is day 10 of the gratitude gym. And right now it's 9:30 in the evening in Washington D.C. Friday. And I've had a very productive day. I had a couple of very inspiring meetings and did other things. So I feel good. But right now I'm very, very tired. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to actually go to bed early. I'm a recovering overachiever, and the more I deepen my connection with my higher self, the more I realize that busyness is so overrated. The thing with busyness is it keeps your ego very happy because your ego always wants you to go, do. And because that make you feel like you are accomplishing something, you're making progress, you're a superman or superwoman because you can accomplish so much in such a short period of time. It makes the ego feels very powerful. So, especially in modern society, especially if you live in a big city, we are all so programmed to just get busy, to be so busy every day. If you ask people, how are you doing? And most people will tell you, oh, good, but just like really busy. It's almost becomes a cliche these days. Nobody, if you ask people, how are you doing? Nobody will tell you, I'm good. I'm very relaxing these days. I'm not very busy. Very few people will say that, strangely. So, but the thing is, I realized, the busier you are, is actually when you get so busy, there are a lot of things that you are losing, at least for me. The first thing that you're losing is creativity because, creativity is like a gentle, exotic animal. It doesn't like to be pushed around. It doesn't like to be, squeezed in the box. Or if you tell creativity, okay, I only have 5 minutes, now show up, it will not. That's something the creativity dislikes the most, is to be pushed, right? So what I find with myself, and I find with a lot of people, is when we get so busy, when our schedule is so packed and we are so physically exhausted, the first thing to go is our ability to think creatively and to make creative decisions. So that's really because creativity is very precious to me. So it always, I always remind myself whenever I get too busy, I'm like, it's time to slow down. And if you build that awareness of, if you build that, the mental cap, that awareness to observe yourself when you get too busy, you kind of gradually develop this instinct that whenever you get too rushed, you kind of automatically, press the brake a little bit because from your personal experience that whenever you go over that threshold, things do not get better. And the second thing, when you get so busy, when that happens, is we lose perspectives. We lose the big picture. So then it becomes, you're marching forward, but you don't see the direction that you're going. So, a lot of times, especially these days when I'm, running a startup and a lot of uncertain factors, and it always, in a lot of situations, it requires creative thinking. And the thinking, what I realized is any kind of big strategic decision I make always happens when I'm not working. So either when I'm, washing dishes, or when I'm going out and taking a walk, and then I get to, shut down the social media, shut down the TV, the music, And that's when the strategic thinking happens. And the third thing is when you're so busy, we kind of, we no longer live in the present, and that shows up in relationships also. Because then when you are not that present, that means your interaction with other humans, becomes unpleasant as well. So it really affects the quality of any relationships. So, it's a kind of a stereotype in the startup and entrepreneurial world is that the entrepreneur always, works herself to death. She works like 24 hours a day because there's so much to do. It's always seen as a virtue, right? Especially, and if you take like outside investment, that's what your investors want to see is like you are working 24 hours a day to push your idea forward. But if you step back a little bit and think about this really with certain self-awareness, you realize that this is not the most optimal way to do anything, right? So, and also, I think for people, familiar with things that I write and things I put on YouTube, I believe the purpose of doing anything is to further your growth as a soul, right? These things, including building creative projects, including building relationships or running a company, all of these activities, the ultimate purpose is for you to expand and become a bigger light in the world so that, you can really making a positive impact in the world and in other people's life just by being who you are, right? But if you are so busy every day and you are, always rushed and you don't have the mental capacity to be present, then, then that means you do not have the space to actually be the shining light in the world. It diminishes your own light. So it kind of, when you're so very busy, it in the bigger picture, it really defeats the purpose of doing whatever you're doing. So today I am really, really grateful for the fact that it's Friday evening and I'm going to go to bed early, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to rest. And I'm also very grateful to my body because my body has developed a very, sensitive adjustment system. When I'm too rushed, when I'm getting too busy, that is too busy for my own good, my body knows that, and my body starts to react and sends a signal that tells me, hey, slow down. And the more I'm in tune with my bigger self, the more sensitive my body gets because my body wants balance. And my body knows that's the purpose of doing anything is, to not lose that balance no matter what situation you are in. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to rest. I'm grateful for my body, and I'm grateful to my bed because that's the place that I can go lie down, and whenever I put my head on the pillow, I say thank you, bed, for being the place where I can lie down and rest. All right, so this is day 10 of the Gratitude Gym. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to Natasha's channel, and I will see you tomorrow.